It's running. We're just going to start over. All right. We unlisted it. There we go. Okay. Hopefully everybody makes their way over here. Sorry about that, boys. Sorry about that. It's time here. Let's delete this one. We don't need to keep that one on. There we go. All right. Yeah, I know. People are going to be messaging me. Rugged. Yeah, I know. All right. Hopefully it's back on. Please let me know if it's back up. If you guys are in the chat. Unable to connect. Okay, we back. Way to go. Yeah, I don't know. And it's going to make me start an entire new different one. So that sucks. Way to go. Yeah, I'm not touching anything. We'll just keep going. Okay, we'll just keep going. All right. So people told me to start if I needed a job, hey, we'll pay you $45,000 a year plus health benefits to travel in the Nutmobile. So there we go. Who's there? Yo, it's time for eHex to shine. Let's hope. Let's see. So we already talked about that. Let's go ahead and see what Gary Gensler has to say. Satoshi DDoS Hexo, but not today. Yes, not today. We're starting it back up, Mr. Satoshi.
We at the SEC.
All right, are you guys all here? Is it all working? Not this day. Yeah. How's the beehole? Yeah, it's all right, dude. I feel better. I'm feeling much better today.
Never said
right.
it's a
You guys want to see Gary Gensler called out on CNBC today? Great interview. It's about a minute long. The internet is rubbish. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It literally just like disconnected. I'm not touching the cords, cables, any of it. So I'm not sure. Nice little pump. Yeah. His internet is rubbish. Yeah, well. There we go again. Hexo Stream Rug now. It's the scam reload. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to this. Welcome to the reload scam. Let me make sure that it's all going good. Let me go on YouTube real quick. Sorry about that, boys. Sorry about that. YouTube Studio. Now everybody's gonna be like, Hexo reload scammed me. All right. Okay. Yeah. We need to make the thumbnail again. There we go. Right. Okay. There we go. All right. Should be good now. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. If it does that again, I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to do the spin wheel, like right now. So we're not. So I'm not. People aren't saying, "Oh, Hexo scammed me." Brandman, much love, Hexo. Hey, thank you, Bally Brand. Just get Starlink, Hexo. It's not a bad idea. His modern modem is potato. Well, the thing is it's on the other side of the house. So I ran a cable all the way to here to my repeater, and I think that it just exit scammed. Is your internet rigging a sign? Maybe. All right, let's go through the picker wheel, okay, first, because we don't want anybody saying I scammed them. All right, so whoever wins gets the coin of the month. All right, and then next month we're gonna choose a new coin. All right, so here we go. Here it is. Everybody, drum roll, please, in the chat. All right, here we go. Oh boy, who do you think it's gonna be? One of these 14 cool-looking dudes. Oh, Hexcog. Oh, it's Hexcog. Hexcog is the winner, boys. Let's go. He's in the chat, I'm sure. I finally get to see how this works. Woohoo. Yes, Hexo is using two cans in a string. So there you go. Hexcog is the winner for this month's award. So we will see what he wants. I will do it after the stream. He'll probably put it in the I hope it's ulti. Yeah, I'm sure he wants us to get that one. There you go. So Hexcog, you are the winner of this month's picker wheel. If you guys want, go subscribe to little Hexo's Twitter, and you can get put on the wheel next time. Rigged? Well, there's no way for me to rig it. There's no way for me to rig it. I don't even. It's just a website. Go check it yourself. Pickerwheel.com. I'm not going into the things and going, yeah, well, I don't know enough about it. Okay. So there you go. Let's go. Congrats, Hexcog. Yes, rigged. Congrats. Yes. What shit coin do I pick? Oh gosh. Oh boy. So yeah, I mean, just go and there you go. Oh, so let's go check out Gary Gensler. By the way, congratulations, HexCon. Tomorrow we will have it up here, and it'll hopefully track. It'll be awesome. HK Heckler and Cock on my mind. Okay, wise token for the win. Oh gosh, please. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to Gary Gensler getting absolutely roasted. Come on. All in on Trevon's hourglass. Let's go. Oh gosh. Mod shouldn't be able. I'm calling the SEC. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't want to say much, but it smells rigged. I swear on my life that there is no rigging going on, okay? Look, we'll spin it again. This is not for the winner, but I'm just going to spin it again. Watch, it's going to be Hex Kong. Just to show you it is not rigged. Look. Show my hand. Not going to stop it anywhere. Watch, it's going to be Hex Kong. I'm not even looking at it. Go past Hex Kong. Please. See? Told you. It wasn't always Hex Kong. Jeez, you guys. All right. Yeah, I didn't want. Okay, congrats to Hexo's wife. Oh, jeez. You guys are jerks. All right, let's go watch Gary Gensler get absolutely roasted on the CNBC today.
In terms of Bitcoin, we at the SEC have never said it's a security.
Well,
I have not.
What do you think? You taught at MIT. I think you know. I think you got to have some kind of feeling. You've read the books, Bitcoin Standard.
Yeah. I think that Bitcoin is a highly speculative, volatile asset, but with 7 billion people around the globe, 7 billion people want to trade it, just like we do have gold for 10,000 years. We have Bitcoin. It might be something else in the future as well. Right. These other thousands of projects need to show their use case and show that they actually have fundamentals underlying them, or they won't persist, Joe.
Oh my God, you own Bitcoin.
That's where the public. That's why the public needs disclosure.
That's what it's.
I don't.
You love
I've
it.
never owned.
You love it. You don't like those other coins.
I've never owned any of these, and I've been consistent for 7 or 8 years on this.
Right.
Well, now you can't because you won't be a SEC chair anymore.
So, I like what he said at the end, where it's like they have to have some use case or fundamental. Boy, oh boy, why are you suing the things that have use case and fundamental there, Gary? Oh, Gary, you are in trouble, my friend. You are in trouble. So there you go. Haters gonna say all 14 are me. Yeah. Those are all Hexcon. Rigor with a hard R. Okay. Yeah, we have to cut the end part out. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't want. Jeez, you guys are crazy today. All right, there's Bitcoin right now getting a good old greenie, good old greenie candle, 96,500, and then we got good old Hex. Oh, it's above 1.39. Started it out at 1.39. We are at 1.41 now, boys. Remember when RG3 picked himself? Oh yeah, that was a little mysterious. Bitcoin doesn't have a DEX. You could say from a modern view that it's not even real crypto. Hey. You said it, not me, but I'm with you on that one. Gary looks like a reanimated corpse. Yeah, he's a goof. Let's see. Yeah. So beautiful chart. I mean, somebody was saying that, hey, we got this big old green candle, and look at that. I was trying to tell you guys yesterday, it looked like we've got some bullish divergence in the stochastics and the MACD. Now even in the RSI. So prepare your little buns. Let's hope that we can get a good old green candles and we can just get, a dismissal in this area would be amazing. A partial dismissal, Interpol FUD gone. How much would you just be excited if all that happened? I'd be pretty excited, especially with us getting a green candle like this. Let's see. RG3 is Mark safe from LA commie sabotage. Oh, okay, good. All right. Well, let's, by the way, $550 for a T-share. And let's see, $107 for a T-share over on eHex. All right, let's get the. Oh, whoops. How do I get this? Okay, come on. There we go. All right, where were we at? 110. 110.37. Here we go. We are starting back.
Do you know what Dogecoin's market cap is? It's $250 million.
Yeah.
Well, it has less features than we've got.
Do you know why Dogecoin is worth that?
Probably I have ideas, but probably not like in reality. I'm not sure it's determinable.
Jason, okay.
I'm done.
I'm having
I'm done.
my audience. They're not happy with all the screaming thing. Richard, I'm gonna ask you some very calm questions.
Sure, go ahead.
Because I do want to go through each of the parts. I mean, like I said 3 parts because I kind of always combine the last 2 into one.
Candle lighting, hopefully soon.
All right. So let's go through those. Let's go through those 4.
He's dying us
okay?
to death.
So it's which we're doing in order, right? Okay. So you're saying that in this case, this is not. Is this an investment of money or not? Part 1.
I think it would be one of the weaker legs. You'd argue it, and you'd have your lawyer fight the fight, but I think the other legs are stronger.
Jason,
Tone, you worded it wrong. It's not an investment of money. It's the giving of money.
Giving of money. Fine. It's the giving of money, and as we thank you, Jason.
What's up, Toby?
As we completely talked about in the case of Bruce Fenton and Ravencoin, the giving of money could be seen as effort and put in like the roadshow and writing the white paper and building a domain and investing in the domain, investing in the dollar, right?
But Tone, unlike Ravencoin, people actually are giving something here. They're giving Ethereum.
Right. So here's the thing, right? In order for people to collect hex, sure, you could collect.
You can't
hex.
collect it. You mint your own.
Fine. You
I don't know why this is so hard for you to get.
Fine,
it's so
Richard,
hard for them to get.
You mint your own hex by either using your own Bitcoin, which probably doesn't really cost you
I guess
anything
that is
as
one
an
of the way.
airdrop. But
No,
Sign.
it's not a goddamn airdrop.
So people just magically that have Bitcoin
Oh gosh.
get hex. How is that not an airdrop? Explain.
If you draw yourself a picture of a pony, is it an airdrop? If you draw yourself a long number that you have the private key to, is it an airdrop? That's all this shit is numbers in a database. That's
Okay,
it.
so
That's all it is.
So
Too hard for them. That's too hard for them to get. They don't understand that. They don't understand Bitcoin. That's their biggest problem, I think, is that they actually don't understand Bitcoin. It does that. I know it's like gonna freak us all out, but that is literally what's going on here. Is that they just don't understand how Bitcoin even goes, or how well. They don't know how hex works, of course. Because if they knew how Bitcoin worked, they would just be like, oh, okay, so it's Bitcoin. Or they would be like, it's Bitcoin with a proof of work change. Yes, it's a hybrid, whatever. But it's like, okay, something's built on top of something else, so that makes it a security. That's pretty much what they're debating here. Yeah, plump the likes. The only reason Tone Vase got famous was because of that Bitcoin Go to the Moon song. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't remember, because he was like one of the only Bitcoin maximalists that I was watching, him and Richard Hart. That's how I kind of found out who he was. And then all of his stupid hairdo pictures. We'll have to do some Tone Vase memes tomorrow. Evening all. What's up, Acid Thunder? Hex helps you understand Bitcoin. It really does. I mean, and Richard Hart helps you, honestly.
For a second. If let's say I've got X number of Bitcoin, your website, the way that I've read it, correct me if I'm wrong, your website says that I'm entitled to a certain amount of hex just for holding that Bitcoin. Is that correct?
But it's similar. No, it's close. If you held Bitcoin at the snapshot block, then you can generate a cryptographic signature from your Bitcoin private key in a wallet that supports that feature, or you can do it by hand if you're really smart. And that allows you to prove that you hold that Bitcoin at that block height.
I don't get it.
So the signature proves you hold the Bitcoin. And then we have a Merkle top hash, otherwise known as a Merkle root, of the entire UTXO set of the Bitcoin blockchain. And then you make a Merkle path that proves that your signature held those coins at that snapshot. And then the contract says, cool, well then, I guess you should mint yourself some coins, because by the rules that you've chosen to run on your own software, your own computer, mining your own block, or choosing to pay someone else to run your software that you chose to run with the rules that you chose at the address that you chose, right? Well, then go ahead, make yourself as many pictures of ponies as you want.
You brought it up, boys.
Numbers?
You got the Howey test brought up.
You want numbers? Here we have numbers. Go make your numbers.
Is it a picture of a pony or is it a hex?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
look at what websites this guy is on. Look, dude, he's just getting scammed. Oh gosh. This is tone based, by the way. You could probably, if you know, not saying that you should, but boy, you could probably steal all of this guy's Bitcoin, which is probably why he doesn't actually use Bitcoin. He uses what was it? BTC. What was I know you guys told me just the other day and I forgot what he would trade on, but he wouldn't buy Bitcoin directly. He would buy it on the stock market. He would never actually buy it from like a Coinbase or anything else for some reason. I can't remember why, because I would watch Tone Base all the time back in the day. What's this, Hexcon? Uh-oh.
Bitcoin,
oh gosh.
go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out. Bottomed out. Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out. Don't ever
GBTC. I always forget it.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.
All right, that's how Tone Base got his mark on the world. 319,000 views. Dang, pretty good. All right, we gotta. All right, Tone Base getting scammed live on air.
All a hex is a mapping into an Ethereum address, which is the reason that I use the word transform. Because you put Ethereum in and you get Ethereum back, but it doesn't have the Ethereum ticker.
You've got a profit calculator on your website, right?
I don't. That's somebody else's website, but I do link to it.
Okay. When the ERC20 contract, based on certain...
He literally had to freaking type in Howey test and then look at the 4 legs. Now, I'm not saying that I'm smarter than this. I would have been doing the same thing, but boy, oh boy, I wouldn't have been doing on stream like, yeah, it's part of the Howey test. You should probably get, 3 legs of the Howey test and then over here typing it in. What is Howey test? Okay, let's, it's like, Tone, we can see your screen, buddy. We can see your screen, Tone. The good old days, yeah.
There's a certain amount of ERC20 tokens that are generated over time or in the instance, and those things are referred to as hex, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so that's, and then they're broken down into hearts, right?
Yep.
Great. So the unit of measurement is a full unit would be a hex, and the subunits are hearts, correct?
Sure.
Good.
Yep.
Jason's getting it.
So I'm not talking about printed ponies on a piece of paper.
Okay.
I'm talking about the unit that is given in exchange for value. Value
so you
being
keep saying
Ethereum.
Given in exchange.
Yes.
You are
Howey test for dummies.
You could very easily mint your own numbers without doing that, but you would break social consensus and everyone else would look at you funny. Blockchains are socially enforced networks. Just because you run a miner with certain rules doesn't mean the rest of the network will look at you and say,
is it truly a socially enforced network, or is it a computer controlled network based on mathematical principles and rule sets, right?
It's a hybrid. You don't know that you need to start using the social function until the software alerts you to some other type of failure, right? Like,
and that's still software controlled, right? Which is based on mathematical principles. I mean, I can do this all day, Richard. You can try to dance around
there's
all of these
only
little things.
2 legs that I care about. Who is doing more work? You or me? You are.
You are. No, you are actually.
How is Richard doing any work?
Your software, there's no ability to do it.
Oh my gosh. That's like saying, hey, if there was no way to mine Bitcoin, there would be no Bitcoin. Like, yeah, that's how it works, dude. Look at this. By the way, solely on the efforts of others, you're minting your own hex. You're staking your own hex. You're doing all of it. That is what he's trying to like really show you here. And these guys do not get it at any point. It's great. Didn't know lawyers are this dumb. Well, again, they're trying to use semantics. They're trying to hit him with like, they're trying to get a gotcha moment throughout this entire thing. They never get it, by the way. If you want, like, if you're just don't want the next 2 hours of this, not that we're gonna watch it all today. We got about 45 minutes, but they never get a gotcha moment. They go for the gotcha moment the entire time, and they never get it. It's great. It's great.
Microsoft, there's no ability to do it, and without Intel, there's no ability to do it.
No.
That's not how it works.
Because Microsoft doesn't create a unit of value that you are attempting to have or intend to have other people believe is going to be worth.
You are.
You understand private currencies are legal, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what is the difference between a private currency and this? Or better yet, what is the difference between Bitcoin and this? Like, would you, if I said Bitcoin wasn't a security, would you argue that it was?
So I've made both arguments because I like to be.
Oh my gosh. He's saying that Bitcoin's a security. This is the type of, he even just said, I argued both ways for Bitcoin being a security. Listen to it.
Between Bitcoin and this? Like, would you, if I said Bitcoin wasn't a security, would you argue that it was?
So I've made both arguments.
So obviously this guy is just, you know, grasping. He's grasping for anything. I've said it's both ways. It's like, okay, well, according to the SEC, maybe not at this time. I'm pretty sure though that this time, the SEC said that Bitcoin was not a security. So what is this guy?
Law review of the securities law. All right.
Well, look, man, if you come from that perspective, right, that Bitcoin's a security, then you don't even agree with the head of the SEC that believes it's not.
Oh, okay.
Now you might be right.
Richard,
you might be wrong.
Richard, let's go back to 2014. A little case called SEC v. Shavers.
Yeah, which you defended the guy.
Yeah, and it's that case.
Dang, he knows it all, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. Richard knows all of this stuff. Yeah, and you defended the guy.
On the record.
Crazy.
Let's go back to 2014. A little case called SEC v. Shavers.
Yeah, which you defended the guy.
Yeah, and it's that case where the SEC admitted on the record that Bitcoin as Bitcoin was not a security.
Cool. Good job. Okay. Thank you.
Now,
you like the precedent.
5 years later,
thank you.
We have over-centralization, right?
Oh, totally. In Bitcoin and SHA-256, 100%.
Yeah.
Right. So the point being, if, and this was the argument that I was making, is if something can go from being a security to not a security.
Yeah, it can go backwards. I agree. Sure.
It can go backwards. And so today there's a tendency for it to go backwards. That's what I'm talking about. And,
I
now
agree
we
with
have
you on
common
that.
ground, right?
So yeah, look, my position is I care about two things. I give you no expectation of profit. I describe what the software is designed to do, is designed to appreciate by causing scarcity, right? I can describe design intentions.
I get it.
When you say
you want me to defend myself here or not? Like, do you just guys want to kick me around, or can I say the good points? It's only gonna take a minute.
And it may be because you're tired, Richard, because you keep jumping from topic to topic. And,
oh my
I don't know
God!
if that's intentional or because you're tired. And
I'm happy to go back to the other topics. Let's go back to the topics. Let's wrap them up.
Bill, go
Would you talk about how it's intended to create scarcity? Is that through locking up of the token in the contract?
The tokens aren't locked up; they're burnt.
Okay.
The hex tokens are burnt?
Yes.
Which tokens are burned?
The hex tokens are burnt.
When you stake, you're actually burning the tokens.
What?
When
What? Somebody clip that.
The hex tokens are burnt?
Yes.
Which tokens are burned?
The hex tokens are burnt.
When you stake, you're actually burning the tokens.
What?
They burn when you stake them. They don't exist anymore.
Okay, but then the people get new hex and more of them when the staking is over.
Correct. That's right.
And you
know why I think that's a good idea?
Yes.
Because it removes issues of custody. See? So this shit has thought in it, and I'm showing you the cool parts that are unique, that if people open up their eyes and go, man, that's actually, if we make them do all the work, well, then it can't be a security because they're doing the majority of the work.
Oh, here they
come.
Even
if you fail every other leg of the high test, you only have to not have one of them, right?
No.
You hear that, guys?
That's not correct.
Okay.
From what I've heard, it is.
Because there's another arm of that that's held in different jurisdictions that colloquially is called the family resemblance test. So
this is
looks
new to
like
me,
a duck,
but
quacks like a duck. Well, there's been 80 years of securities law, and it's not just the federal law. There's state law as well, and every state has their own interpretation of what an investment contract is. It's not just about how.
I hope that the people that are choosing to run this software are doing it within the confines of the law. I really hope that they're doing that, but I can't control who runs the software.
Except you've provided the software to the public, and you've claimed that, or you've put up an Ethernet address on your website.
Ethernet address.
And you refuse to say who has control of that because you think that is going to absolve you from people having some expectation of somebody. So
yeah, it helps. Do you know how much more money the contract would generate if promises were being made? Do you know how much larger
10,000 times profits? Other than, as you said in your own broadcast, you have to pump it like
Howie has arms. Yeah, Howie has arms too. Yeah, exactly. It's the family resemblance. You know, that might be a twin brother of Mr. Old Howie over there, Howie Mandel. You better get him on. You know, he's got multiple arms, boys. Family resemblance. Oh, that looks just like Howie over there. We better get him too. It's like, dude. By the way, how many of these legs does the hex actually fail, right? Solely on the efforts of others. Well, you do all of this stuff. An investment of money. Okay, maybe. Okay, there you go. You got us. We put money into it. Common enterprise. Well, there's no common enterprise because there's no company. There's no, you're running the software. You're doing it. You're doing all that stuff. Expectation of profits. Maybe you expect profits, but I mean, if you're just getting into it, I mean, you're getting more hex than you're supposed to be getting, right? That could be every single thing, right? If I sold Gatorade bottles, is that a security now? Typical lawyer? Yeah, no, he said, yeah, it was like an Ethernet address. You got an Ethernet address? Yeah, it's 192.168. What an idiot. Family resemblance test, the fart clause. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. They make it up as they go along with this test. Yeah, exactly. It's like, can we just get some like set in stone what a security is? Like, if this isn't a security, right? The Howie test that Mr. Tone Vase pulled up, then, you know, if you're just gonna keep making up the rules as you go, it's like, well, yeah, of course we're gonna fail that. You just made up the rule as we're going, dude. It's like playing when you were a kid and you're playing a soccer game, but somebody comes up with like, no, we can use hands. We can use hands because this is the schoolyard's soccer game. You know, in our game we can use. It's like, okay, so now we can use hands. Now we're using, but tackling is actually, now we can actually tackle. It's like, dude, let's have some legit law here. And if you're just going to make things up as you go, then yeah, obviously you can't, nobody's going to be able to make anything because you're just making stuff up on the fly of things that you don't like. Like, that's not how it should be. The SEC is just the people. They're like the cops, right? They're not the ones writing the rules. They're the ones that are going to go enforce the rules. They shouldn't be writing the rules too. That seems pretty gross. And isn't that the Chevron difference? Isn't that something that they've recently passed or actually stopped? They like killed it, right? The Chevron difference. I'm here. What happened? Nothing. Family resemblance test isn't what the Judge Judy presides over? Maybe. What if you expect volatility? That involves profits and losses. True. Lawyers love ambiguity. Yeah, exactly. XRP isn't a security, so neither is Apple, Netflix, Tesla, or Hex. True. Marine sports lawyer Hexo? That would be a good one. Yeah, I just don't understand. If XRP is not a security, boys, like, this is definitely not a security, okay? Because look at XRP. Solely on the work of others. Are you relying on the others to do everything with XRP? Yes. with expectation of profits. Does everybody in XRP expect profits? Yes. Common enterprise. Boy, oh boy, Ripple. Yes. Investment of money. Uh-oh. Guess what? All of those. But for some reason, they're not a security. Uh-oh. But, Hex is. Family resemblance test. The old fart test. You baited Blockeroni. Yeah, there are two types of people: those who rely on the SEC and the government, and those who understand the situation and who can think for themselves. That's really it. Well, I just don't understand what they're trying to get at this point. Like, if the SEC didn't come into Hex, we were at 4 cents before the SEC came in, just obliterated our price, right? Or like 10x down. We went 90% down from 44 cents. So, I think, and I've said this before, that 4 cents was probably our bottom of the bear market, and then the SEC came after Hex, and then it it didn't rug, obviously, but the SEC pulled the rug out from underneath us, and really we had some capitulation. If we didn't have the SEC involved in all this Interpol stuff and all this other drama, I think that we would be up way past 4 cents. But because the SEC is involved, they're actually harming investors way more than than anything that was going on beforehand. Like, what was happening? People were just selling and buying and doing whatever they wanted, right? On a blockchain. But, get the SEC involved. Guess what? Boom. You get absolute madness. Guilty by association test. Yeah. It's always time to be a better you, though. Yeah. So maybe it's not bait after all. Okay. Let's see. Rugged. I rugged it? Am I still live? It says I'm live. All right. Let's keep watching.
Is the same method that they advertise.
By
offering a cryptocurrency
SEC caused the fight,
that
exactly.
shows percentage gains. They offer their percentage gains fraudulently in USD.
Wait, who did?
Other than 10,000 times profits? Other than, as you said in your own broadcast, you have to pump it like a Ponzi scheme.
You have to advertise it in the same method that they advertise. By offering a cryptocurrency that shows percentage gains. They offer their percentage gains fraudulently in USD, lying about the business they do. And in Hex, we describe to you the design of the software.
And you don't think it's lying when you post an Ethereum address for a contract, but refuse to tell people who controls it.
That's lying.
That's called specific withholding of material information because you're refusing to tell these people where the money is going.
So when you go to the flea market and you buy a hat from somebody, right? Like a sombrero, you get to beat that guy's ass in KYC AML, right? Nope, that's not the way the world works, dude. Right? If you go to a website and it says,
I see what you're doing.
If you go to a
that's
website,
not going to change anything.
Listen,
you think you think by it being anonymous that it's going to absolve you from?
I don't think that's the absolving part.
Issues that it's going to absolve you from OFAC sanctions lists. That it's going to protect you from regulatory scrutiny.
When you run software on your computer, I can't stop you. I don't even know you're doing it. So you tell me exactly what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do?
Jason thinks he got him. Jason thinks he
got him. What am I do? I'm not shipping you the software. I don't know your address. I don't know who you are. There's a piece of software that lives on the blockchain. You can choose to run it or not. It's your software. You run it or not. I don't control it.
The guy at the top left is like, maybe he's got something here, boys.
There's a piece of software that lives on the blockchain. You can choose to run it or not. It's your software. You run it or not. I don't control it. It just sits there inert. If no one uses it, it just sits there.
Tone looks like a ghost.
It's just information.
But it's not sitting there. It's not sitting there because you've got over $2 million worth of Ethereum right now. Generated by
How does that have anything to do with what the contract does? The contract runs fine without that. Whether it's there or not, it has no effect on the contract.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to explain that to me.
If you send
I can't run
Ethereum
the
to the
software
contract,
that you paid for. I can't run the software that you paid for without either having Bitcoin at some certain date timestamp, right?
That's not true. You can mine your own blocks. You can mine your own blocks. You can mine your own blocks. If you choose to pay someone else to do your work for you, that's between you and them, and I don't have anything to do with it.
So
nothing.
I can acquire a Hex ERC20 contract and start mining it without putting any Ethereum or Bitcoin or proof of Bitcoin?
No, it doesn't.
If you mine your own, he just said it.
The transactions are Ethereum blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a hybrid. Mm-hmm. If you want to inflate or create hex, you must have an Ethereum block that has proof of work for the security. And that's the security of the transaction. And then you have another layer of security for the consensus code for the count of how many coins.
But you just said I can mine it.
Yes, you can mine your own transaction.
No. I want to mine my own hex without having to deposit.
If you want to do that, you need to refer somebody, and then you can generate hex for free.
Whoa.
Or
gosh. But they need to send money in order to do that. Okay, well, heads up. That right there is what the SEC finally decided Glenn Turner was an investment contract. So you need to go read that and reevaluate what your software is doing.
Sure, I'll read it.
So
my opinion is that
we already checked out the SEC suing Elon. It looks like he's suing him over failure to properly disclose Twitter ownership. Let's go ahead and let's go and see if we can look at it. Oops. There we go. Let's see if we get any alerts. Let's see. Corrupt SEC over alleged securities violations day before. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I mean, we all knew something stupid was going to come up like that, right? Can't scroll too far into this because boy, oh boy, Twitter is not safe. All right.
Bitcoin mining is not a security.
Hold on. Wait a minute. That's not true though, because I can download any Bitcoin miner that I want. Not that it's going to do any good because I don't have the technology here in my VR box to actually run it, but I can run any of that mining software and it doesn't cost me a penny to mine it or attempt to mine it other than the power that I'm putting into it.
So it costs money.
But in order to try to mine...
Literally, it costs money to mine it. What is he talking about? You have to buy the miner. You have to buy the computer parts if you're just going to use a graphics card back in the day. What is he talking about? It doesn't cost me a thing except for the computer, the power, the ASIC miner, so it costs you. It costs you money. Is that what you're saying? What a total dweeb.
Or mint a hex, or however you want to say it. I have to run your smart contract or refer somebody to run that smart contract, and it costs Ethereum in order to run it. Correct?
You only need to pay someone else to run the code that you chose on their hardware instead of your own.
Bitcoin mining. You asked me how this is different than Bitcoin. I'm going to tell you.
What was he saying last part? The guy was referring to about a previous SEC successful ruling. Glenn Turner was an investment contract because he was saying that I think that mining may be a investment contract, some type of mining. I mean, we can look at it, not today, but we can look at what the Glenn Turner thing is. Obviously, it's not even, because there's literally mining right now, and it's not against the law. It's not SEC. I mean, there's pools, right? And we even talked about, or we saw this last time where they were talking about pools of Bitcoin miners, and that could be considered a security. And maybe it will be. I mean, you're relying on other people to be in the pool and to mine with you, and the profits or in the work of others, right? But that's not the law right now. So they're just kind of talking. They're just saying, oh, well, it could be a security. It's like, but it isn't. So cloud mining,
oh geez, a penny to mine Bitcoin. I don't have to give mining software money to do that.
Shut up, hexologist. Go search people's a-holes. Okay. I mean, if that's what we need to do. Cloud mining VS, yeah.
What you're saying is not true. Yes, let me describe to you. You've just tried to describe them as different, but they're identical.
They're not.
You earlier said that Bitcoin is probably a security because of pools, and now you're taking the opposite position of yourself, saying that you can mine it without a pool.
You can't.
You're saying that you can mine it without a pool, and I'm telling you that you cannot.
You can't. You are talking about how to be profitable at it. You're talking about how to be profitable at it. What you've done is you've You've created the only way to mine hex is if some sort of value goes into it.
You don't understand how Bitcoin mining works, even though you've probably mined it.
Really?
You can't mine a partial block. You can only mine a full fucking block. Right now, the only way you can mine Bitcoin is to mine a 12.5 block reward block. And if you don't want to use a pool to fit into your allegorical example,
I got to go to China. But to run the software still doesn't cost me any money.
It just costs you different. You have to pay mining hardware manufacturers and facilities and electric companies.
The software that allows it to be minted or created.
That's also not even true. That is also not true.
You've created the software, and the only way the software will pump out your hex token or your heart subderivative is if some sort of value goes to you, or if I had Bitcoin on a certain time and day.
Well,
really? But you've just said it 3 times.
Refer people, or you could claim them for free, or you could refer people, but they're just voluntarily giving you the stuff, right? Or you could have what the fuck? I'm so lost.
Yeah, me too.
In Bitcoin,
because you keep
saying lost too. Can we go somewhere else? I have some. I gotta get off in a few minutes, so I have some more. You know, while you guys are going off on whether it's a security or not, in my mind,
he thinks Bitcoin mining might be a security, man. So you're gonna have drama over that. Like, come on.
For sure. I'm trying to understand some of the economics of the project, some of the tokenomics that we have here, right? So,
guys, I'm gonna go refresh my coffee. I'll be right back.
When you're talking about returns on the website, not you, whoever wrote it, because we won't necessarily ascribe that to you. That's okay. So on the website, when it's talking about percent returns, that's percent returns in hex. You're not referring to any kind of...
I have absolutely no idea what the price will ever do, ever, and neither does anyone else at all. I have no idea how many people
does anyone involved with the Hex project have any intention of creating liquidity for the Hex tokens?
No. And you guys, so earlier, you guys said, hey, you're going to pump Ethereum back into the contract and pump the price up.
Contributed to create a market for Hex?
I'm trying to answer the question. None of the money that the contract has received and then got swept to the flesh address has been sent anywhere. Nowhere. It's just fucking sitting there. But you know what kind of cool stories I heard from Tone Squad and Tone himself and you guys? The stories that I heard from the fan fiction squad, you guys, was that money was going to be used to create a false market because there wasn't any actual demand.
It certainly could.
You know how stupid that comment is when the demand is obvious from the thousands of people that are demanding it immediately.
$3 million.
Why?
Why would you assume?
Richard, why are they demanding it?
Why are things for sale? Why do people buy things? Tell me right now. Why? They're so lost, guys. They really don't understand that people actually wanted Hex. That is their biggest gripe here. They don't understand why even we want the Hex. They didn't get it. They still don't get it. 5 years later, they still don't get why we like Hex.
There are so many people buying Hex
because it's a better product. It's a better piece of software. Why are they?
Better product than what?
Than any other cryptocurrency I've ever seen.
So you built the currency.
Yeah.
Good job, Tone.
Like Satoshi did. Yeah.
Gosh, dude. Tone Vase, the lawyers are one thing, but Tone Vase with his 4-year-old commentary. So they buy the things. So why would they buy something? Why are they buying things? I'm not understanding why people buy things. I go to the supermarket and I just don't understand why you buy things. He's so lost, dude. He's so let the lawyers talk, Toad, because you just a complete imbecile of yourself. Why do they buy it? I don't understand. Hex is definitely a better product for real. Yeah.
That's more shit than any other cryptocurrency I've ever seen.
So you built the currency.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Satoshi did. Yeah. Except I seem to be eating a lot more shit than he did. Right? I seem to be suffering a lot more slings and arrows than Mr. Anonymous Bro. And what did he do with his money? And who was he? Right? And did he pre-mine it? Did he stealth mine it? Or did he Did he burn his keys? Did he give other people, like Bruce Fenton, kind of pretended to do, like, oh, we told everyone it was out, but no one really minded but us. And then we really, really told people later, right? I didn't do any of that shit. I didn't stealth mine it. I didn't fucking pre-mine it. I didn't do the Satoshi fucking invisible guy bullshit. But then for some reason, I'm being damned for being honest and upfront about everything. And you keep saying, man, who owns it? Who owns it? You're not supposed to know. You also don't know who owns anyone else's money. No one tells you what they do with their money. I don't know your addresses. I don't know your bank account balances. You don't mine. None of us know shit about each other's finances. But for some reason, libertarians think it's okay to count other people's fucking money. Explain to me why that's okay. Why do you think you get to know what a private party's fucking bank account balance is? I don't think that's ethical of you.
I don't think that.
Did you just say you're better and smarter than Satoshi and built a better product? Did I hear?
Oh, here they go. Here Tone Vegas go. You're saying right now, in front of me, in front of all these lawyers, that you're better than Satoshi? Is that what you're saying right now? You better watch your next words. The words that are coming out of your mouth, the next words better be, no, I don't.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Look at Tone. Look, he's praying.
Let me tell you the difference between Satoshi and I.
Let's pay some respect to Satoshi and that you're building off of his shoulders. Yes?
Sure. Fuck yes, I am.
Okay,
he invented this whole industry. He's a better C++ developer. He's better at math. He's better at a lot of shit, but he ain't better at marketing. He didn't even own the fucking .com name, right? Oh, well, Hex is a .win. Yeah, the fucking .com was
That's
taken.
because he truly developed an open source project that was intended to be mass distributed to the people, not controlled by one individual.
How'd that work out?
Doesn't matter.
42% of Bitcoin is owned by less than 2,000 addresses. Bing, bing, bing. Fucking game over. Game over. Right? And what does Hex do to fix that? We penalize those guys by 50 to 75%. Like this.
Where is that going?
It gets sent to the stakers. The stakers get all that.
I understand the tokenomics from the standpoint of you generate a lot of return text.
Can I pitch you on the tokenomics? Because I haven't.
Yeah,
Bitcoin
please do.
pays miners.
Right.
Bitcoin miners provide the security for the network. But in order to provide that security, they dump the price on the market constantly to pollute the environment. The Bitcoin difficulties at all-time highs. The price is 3 times less than all-time highs, which means that every single coin a miner might have gotten wanted to hold on for profit. He can't. He's got to sell absolutely everything to break even, to try and survive. And what is he doing when he's selling those coins? Polluting the environment and dumping the price. Now, what do we have in Hex? We don't pay miners inflation. I can get the same anti-rollback protections, actually better security out of Ethereum than I can get from Bitcoin. Bitcoin's had 2 inflation bugs where anyone could mint as many free coins as they wanted. Ethereum's had 0. And so people go, oh, but Bitcoin's got more hash rate. Yeah, and where have its bugs come from? Code bugs. Does Bitcoin have a bug bounty program? No, Ethereum does. Is Bitcoin going to actually hard fork in some new cool stuff? Probably not. They barely got SegWit, and that wasn't even that exciting. Is Ethereum going to hard fork in new stuff? Hell yeah, all the time. They love to do it. They want to get rid of the ASICs. Monero gets rid of the ASICs. Ravencoin got rid of the ASICs.
ASICs are the devil. Yeah.
Ethereum wants to get rid of the ASICs, but Bitcoin loves them some Chinese centralization. So they ain't getting rid of them ASICs, right? And they love Blockstream, writing the software and selling cloud mining and selling a competing product that revolves around hardware security modules, and then publicly defending Tether, right? The biggest counterparty. Crypto is made to get rid of counterparties. And what is Tether? The biggest counterparty you could possibly have. The worst thing, right? Here's fiat, which sucks, and then we're going to throw some extra people between.
What I'm curious about is when you say Bitcoin is doing that.
Here we go.
Who's doing that?
Doing which part?
Any of it? Anything that you just said? How is Bitcoin doing that?
Are you trying to say that Bitcoin can't exist because
No. You're saying that Bitcoin is supporting this, or Bitcoin is backing that, or Bitcoin is doing this, that, or the other.
Sure. Okay. I'll break
some sort of organization that
I'll make it more specific.
Some sort of deal. Except what you can't point to is any one entity that controls that message because it's.
Oh please. Bitmain controlled everything, and they took 50% of the hash rate and almost killed Bitcoin.
Okay, so who is Satoshi?
Again, but
oh my gosh, he's trying to show you it's centralized in other ways. They just go back to the Satoshi thing. He's like, yeah, Bitmain, they almost ruined the entire network. But who is Satoshi? You tell us who Satoshi is, because that's how we're going to fight. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? It's centralized in a different way. People can make, like, these mining pools can all combine, and then they can ruin Bitcoin. If they really wanted to, they could all combine. It's like 3 companies now that you could get involved with. And guess what? If one of them paired up with another one, and it's like 75% of all of the hash rate, they could just kill Bitcoin if they wanted to. Not that they're going to, because that would, it'd obviously be the dumbest thing they could do. But they could. Holy crap, a rat can type. Peter, wait, I like them all. I don't know what that is. I'm buying bags of BCH? Okay. The only money we should be asking where it's going is our effing tax dollars. True. Owned by a big oil and fracking, tied into the government like ERCOT in Texas. Effing clown shit. I don't know what that is. Why are we buying it? And where did the hex go? Yeah. Why are they buying it? And where did the hex go? I'm loving this series. Me too. I mean, it shows you how dumb some of these people are in the cryptoverse, where if even most of the hexagons got on here to defend Hex or Pulse Chain, most of them could take on these clowns, right? I feel like I could even get on here and at least put forward a good standing of like what Hex is, what Pulse Chain is, and why it's not a security at this point. Back then, I could not have done it. I was learning while we went as well. But, learning from the best. Richard Hart, of course.
An English professor.
Right. But anybody that's out there right now knows, based on your statements here in this video today, that you paid to have the code developed for Hex. So your face is on it.
Yeah.
You're target number 1 for it. Right?
As a matter of fact, I'm not hiding so much that I will come on live stream with no sleep for 48 hours.
No, I get it.
To 3 parties, which are relatively belligerent, and still be happy to trade blows with you guys. Happily.
First of all, I don't think Bill's belligerent at all.
That's a good one.
I'm just trying to understand how it works.
Can I just tell you about the tokenomics, please?
Yeah, because we keep going back to it.
Yes. Fuck the law. We covered the law. Like, truthfully, I think we both dug deep, and we're gonna have to actually look up court cases and argue the nuances. Basically, is what I feel. Right. So let's talk about the economics, because that's new ground, and we're not going to have as much clunky arguing over nitpicky bullshit.
Take it.
We want to replace the banks.
No, that's
the second most popular products at the bank.
I'm on a podcast.
Hey, Bill, you're muted.
I'm on.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm back.
I thought he was talking to me like.
No, I just didn't. I didn't want Bill to discuss another.
No, I was talking my.
I want you to wear the leather underwear. Well, you're snap muted, bro.
You got the camera. You got the camera instead of a mic.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's one of the reasons why I would like Richard Hart back. Holy crap. It actually cracked me up. Yeah, this stuff is great, Hex. I mean, this is why I brought it up, like this is the stuff that we all need to realize, that Richard has taken the time to actually go on people's podcasts, and a lot of people have lost this. And there might be people even watching that never have seen this, and so this series of going back to the fundamentals of Hex and why we were, where it started, and, streams with Richard really can show you how much, where Hex started, how Hex runs, how Hex actually works. Is it a security? If it's not, different, did Richard plan all of this? Stuff like that. Leather underwear. Yeah, that was even having Tone laugh. Yeah. I kind of want to rewind it just to... Oh gosh, that was good.
Bill, you're not muted.
Not muted. Bill.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm back.
I thought he was talking to me like.
No, I just didn't. I didn't want Bill to discuss another.
No, I was talking my.
I want you to wear the leather underwear. Well, you're snap muted, bro.
You got the camera. You got the camera instead of a mic.
Oh gosh.
So I want to get rid of the fucking banks. I fucking hate them. They have bad hours. They rip you off. They've got you capitalism. They suck, right? We need software, peer-to-peer audited software to replace these people wherever we can. Bitcoin tried to do this. It failed. Bitcoin tried to be a peer-to-peer currency. It failed entirely. It has less Google searches, only 2.8 million wallets with over $1,000 in them, 42% of the currency controlled by less than 2,000 addresses,
But it's
all of
more
which
now.
are over 1,000 balance, which we murder with penalty.
I bet it's way more now since Michael Saylor is like one of the top owners of Bitcoin. I mean, you got the Winklevoss boys owning like 1% back here. You got, Coinbase, all these big entities like Bitstamp, big entities just own all of the Bitcoin. And plus the ETFs, I bet it's even worse than 42% at this point. I bet you $100 that it's probably worse than 42%. Something to ponder. Imagine we actually do get rid of the banks, how massive upside that is. But yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I think that they are going to, that they have come after Richard, is because this is a product at your bank that it could be replaced, right? Like we already have peer-to-peer transactions that we can do. Great. That was fun. Now let's do the next thing. Okay, what else is at the bank? I mean, that's what Richard, has thought of here. What's the next thing? We've solved that problem, right? I can send you money back and forth. Easy. Not that crazy. Now, let's move on. Let's make something else. Okay, the CD on the blockchain. Although it's not a legit CD, it is something where you can trustlessly get some interest, right? Pretty awesome. Hey, Blend Taste, thank you for the 99 cents. Thank you. It's a great stream. I love Richard's old content. Me too.
Gox has 140,000 coins, who when they dump them on the market or go to
they
Peter
still
Van
have
Sens
them,
and Mark Karpeles, who are not anyone's favorite people, plus Token Ponzi that owns 1%, Winklevi Twins that owns 1%. Who else? The exchanges are holding 6 or 7%.
Sure. We don't
it's all
need
fucked
a
up.
pitch.
It's all
Michael
fucked
Saylor,
up, right? I'm fixing every one of those fucked up things, right? Bitcoin inflation bugs come from spaghetti.
In your delusion, you are fixing this.
Okay. I give
says
you facts,
the delusional
you tell me
Bitcoin
delusion.
maxi.
I'm speaking facts to you. I'm telling you why the bugs happen.
I know what Bitcoin's problems are. How are you actually fixing them? Explain how you are doing that with the currency you are creating out of thin air and selling for Ethereum.
Right.
It simulates the CD.
I don't admit to the selling for Ethereum part. We're not going to have the minting argument. If you want to replace time deposits, you have to be able to reward people for locking up their money. There's only two ways to do that. You can inflate the currency, or you could run an order book and try and get buyers and sellers and market makers to lower the bid-ask spread. And that shit barely ever works. It's nearly impossible. It's like trying to start a new eBay. And if it does work, there's some other guy that holds your money, right? Like Celsius or BlockFi. You give them your coins and your keys, and then maybe they give you the money back one day, or maybe they exit scam you, or maybe a judge makes them exit scam you, or maybe, something like this shit happens all the time, right? Quadriga CX, Bitcoin, BCTE, Cryptopia, Cryptsy. I could list you, tons of exchanges that got a business. How do you get rid of those guys? How do you get rid of centralized counterparties that rob people with fees, like margin trading exchanges? Every single YouTuber on the internet right now only makes money from destroying you with margin. They know that when you deposit, you're going to cycle your balance over enough times until you're wrecked, and they've got to go find new people to feed into the meat grinder. That is not better for the world. That is worse for the world. And making Arthur, who's already got $30,000 in a retirement fund that he calls 30,000 Bitcoin in a retirement fund that he calls an insurance fund, but he doesn't even tell you that the pairs aren't even insured by the same fund.
Okay, Richard, you said
I'm fixing all of that shit. Trustless peer-to-peer interest. Trustless peer-to-peer interest. You in the contract. No middleman.
How are you rewarding
scams.
them?
Oh
I'm rewarding himself.
Back to this. How are you exactly rewarding them? How are you paying them again? Please tell me. Please, talk into the, come a little bit closer and talk right here. Check 1 2, check 1 2. How are you rewarding them? So he's so dumb. Jason, nobody's rewarding anybody. You run your own software. I don't know how many times he's got to say it. 1,000? Let's see. Chill language model just got rug pull. Yeah, probably. I mean, what? The AI? Oh, I don't understand the AI, stupid. The AI coins are probably the dumbest ones that you could get a hold of. So great job. Nothing. Why do you need an AI cryptocurrency? Literally is the dumbest thing you could do. I don't get it. It's like saying, you know, phone cryptocurrency. Oh, look, my phone has a cryptocurrency. Samsung is creating a cryptocurrency. Okay, why does it need a cryptocurrency? I don't know. It just has one. Like, okay, what is that? Okay, it's AI. What does it need? Why does it need a crypto? I don't get it. ChatGPT, does it need a crypto to run? No. Okay. Grok, does it need one? Claude AI, does it need a cryptocurrency? No. Your stupid coins that you've just created that are just legit retarded do not need cryptos. Okay. So, you know, whoever's shilling it, you're a goof. They literally don't need it. Now, show me a coin. You know, if you want to DM me, tell me why it needs a crypto. These AI models, I get it that they need, you know, some graphics cards can power these things and such, but doesn't need a crypto attached to it. Literally doesn't. I don't understand why you're like, what? Why does it need a crypto, dude? I don't understand. It's something that no one thought of actually building for some reason, and he was the first to bring it to existence. Same with Pulse Chain. Exactly. I don't know about Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain was the Ethereum clone, but you know, if the Ethereum guys were gonna screw over the hexagons, why not just copy the Ethereum thing and stop screwing over the hexagons? Plus, you airdrop every single person the same coins that they had on the other L1 of. That's like the smartest thing you could do, right? Then you can just get a whole bunch of people. And by the way, you know, the PDI paganism, I hope it happens, because boy, if it does, these you know, chain links or Pepe's or whatever coin, those things are going to pump through the roof. And guess what? That's going to bring so many people into this ecosystem that had never seen it, because they start seeing their, you know, coins that they have never touched, that they didn't even know that they had over here on Pulse Chain. They're going to be like, wait, my chain link just did 1,000x over on a different chain. I'm going to go check that thing out. That's what I think that's going to bring actually people into this thing. New people, is when people start seeing their coins on a different L1 pumping like absolutely insanity. And I think PDI paganism, if it happens, not saying it's going to happen. I've already said, you know, 30% chance. I have no idea. But if it does, that's something that I could see it actually doing, because if, you know, it raises to $1, these people that have, you know, 1 billion PDI, they're going to at least put 100, you know, the $10 million into one of these coins that, you know, have massive names on Ethereum. And I think, you know, Link or Pepe or Shib or any of these other ones could be do massive numbers. Even if the PDI doesn't pay, I think that could be a play for people, is to get some of these L1 Ethereum main like tokens, like a chain link or whatever. Let's see. We're just ahead of our time. Amazon started in 1994. Man, it didn't get very large until 2000. Hopefully it doesn't take us that long. Yeah, true. Let me see. Holy crap. Jez Smith, thank you for the GBP, 100 of them. Why should I be humble so I have less impact on the world? What? How about you be humble enough for both of us and I keep doing me because I'm winning? I don't know what you're doing. That sounds like a Richard Hart quote. Great. Yeah, Jess Smith, thank you for the 100. People can't sleep forever. True. BitConnect, I mean. Oh, let me see. Thank you again for the 100. I remember the Bitcoin trading bot when they got a circuit breaker and didn't get paid. Oh, for BitConnect? Yeah. Marry me, Sophia. Oh, is there a fake girl in the chat? AI crypto is the new meme coins. I know that. I know. It's whatever. I get it. But, you know, if it was actually like new AI, like, oh, people actually in AI were talking about these things, which nobody in AI is even talking about them because they're that like stupid. Because I am in the AI, you know, I'm in crypto and I'm in AI. Like I follow them pretty hardcore, and literally nobody in AI talks about crypto. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are in crypto, but they don't go, oh, have you checked out this new meme coin or this new AI coin? It's really gonna take off because they're doing this with their you know, their large language model. Oh, blah blah blah. It's like, no, nobody does that. And the three big ones right now are OpenAI, Claude, and Perplexity, or there's a couple other ones, but those are the two really good ones, and they don't have a crypto, and they work wonderful. They're the best ones out there. So, you know, OpenAI, I know OpenAI, I think, had one called World Token or something like that, but you had to like scan your eyes or something. It's like, no, I ain't doing that. I don't even know what it's doing. But the chat bot, no new hexes bought from anywhere. One just minted. Yep. Let me see. People can't sleep forever. Bro, you definitely are transitioning me back on time when we were waiting for the big payday. Oh, yeah, those are good days, dude. P-Dye Pagany is a lure to bring the Jeets to Pulse Chain. Let's hope. That's a super chat. Now, that is a super chat. That is a super chat. Big girl? What? Bro, okay, let's see. Hexo, what's your opinion on big booties? I don't have big booty cuties. Is that a meme token, or is it just something further down by, you know, down south by Mexico? I don't know. Like, share, and subscribe. That'd be great. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. All right, let's get back to it. We got about, well, maybe we should end it there. I think that, let's see, 137.41. Let's see. Oh, all right. Let's bring this up. 137.31. I got to keep notes or I'll never remember. Hexo is the man. Thank you. They're like Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is currently more popular, so we are not going to listen to higher level logic and reasoning. Yeah. That's all that they care about, is that it's more popular. They don't realize that Hex runs the exact same way. It just is a different, it's different proof of work. And yes, it's, you know, you have to rely on the Ethereum network, or you have to rely on the Pulse Chain network to mint it. But guess what? That doesn't make it a security. It just makes it, again, Ethereum or Pulse Chain are the computers, right? It's our computer. And we built an app or a software that runs on the computer, like a computer game. That doesn't, the software on there doesn't mean it's a security. I don't get it. He's not going to shill you scams like some others do. Who's that? Oh, me? Yeah, probably not. let me 6 months without a job, maybe I'll start shilling the scam. Oh gosh, appreciate it, Hexo. Yeah, thank you. You guys are great. Cheers, Hexo. It's great going through this in detail. I think it's great, right? I think that it brings us back to the fundamentals of Hex. It's not just like, I think Hex might be bottoming here, you know, like we've been doing for the last 3 years. Instead, let's realize why we're in Hex and why Hex is amazing, and why Hex, in my opinion, is one of the best cryptocurrencies that you could actually be in. Pulse Chain, PulseX, hey, they have their place in my heart for sure. But Hex is so innovative, and this is what I'm saying. You know, when I say people, you know, if you make something and it's innovative, I will look into it and I will be like, yeah, that's actually, you know, and we'll probably start streaming about it. Unfortunately, I haven't seen very much of that. So when there's something like Hex that's innovative, that's like groundbreaking, and I can get in on it, sure, right? I'm not going to get in it when it's 10,000x and you want me to shill it, because I'm going to be like, nah. I'll just look from the sidelines and watch it. But people have forgot the way. I agree. Exactly. Blippy coin comeback? Hey, maybe. What's up, Doc? What's up, Jay? We have BitConnect on Pulse Chain. You can always shill that. Is that true? Is there really a big? I'm sure there is. I don't even need to ask. I'm sure there is. The train is slowly leaving the station. Choo choo. Okay. It would be fun to have a breakdown of this lawyer interview with Nuclear Herbs to pull out their points and explain his take. That'd be a good one, actually, Coin Critic. Maybe he's watching. If he's not, we should all pull him in. Bitcoin, you need to buy the equipment to mine Bitcoin. In Hex, you buy your Hex and you staking lets you mine Hex. Exactly. So and they're trying to say that Hex is a security because you buy Hex instead of you buy this other stuff to mine it. Which it's like, it's just a different form of buying your stuff to mine. So it's crazy. I like Hexo's random RH nude desktop wallpaper. What are you talking about? Oh. Oh no. I like the Hex. Okay, let's see. Appreciate you, Hexo. Yeah, you guys are great. Hexo and Blippy Coin, a 350,000 max supply Hex derivative. Hey, maybe we come up with something someday. Next bear market, okay? We'll hit that one up maybe. I made an innovative thing, didn't release it because I don't want to end up in court. Doom. Yeah, I mean, Skeptic 33, that's one of my reasons why I don't actually create a coin or anything like that. It's like, Richard has enough money that he got enough money that he could pay for these lawyers. I don't have that. So I don't, and going to court and all that stuff actually scares me. So, I'm good. Even I have subpoenas and here I am streaming. That's as far as I'm going. Because I feel like if they're going to do that, it's like, bro, you're infringing on my First Amendment right now. Like, go F yourself. I can talk about whatever I want, kind of thing. But yeah, how do we have BCC on Pulse Chain? It wasn't an ERC, it was its own blockchain. Well, Crypto Ewok, I'm sure that somebody just copied the name. And I mean, I've showed you before how easy it is to let me get that out of there. You just go to GoPulse, you just go to coins, you go to Mint, you put here BitConnect BCC, and then you go 500 million or whatever it is. Now you connect your wallet, pay for the thing, and guess what? You just created BitConnect on Pulse Chain. Probably doesn't work the same, but hey, you have BitConnect on Pulse Chain. So that's how you do it. And that's, builders. We're over here building. We're doing building things, okay? When somebody calls themselves a builder, this is what they're doing, okay? Unless it's actually innovative, which hopefully there's some stuff that's innovative, but I haven't seen too much. Please don't bother Nuclear Herbs with this dumb shit. Yeah, probably not. He's got better things to do. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys are amazing people. Hopefully, we got 6 days left till Donald Trump gets in, and hopefully Gary Gensler, hopefully just cries himself to sleep every night until then. BitConnect. It's frustrating that the bankers protecting their monopoly are behind these subpoenas and not government that is trying to protect citizens. Yeah, I agree, Coin Critic. It is. It seems like that, right? It seems like it's a bigger ploy than just the government actually trying to protect us, right? It's something else. In my opinion, something else is going on. They're afraid. It's like that meme where he's holding it's some Starship Troopers where he's holding the little bug. He's like, it's afraid, everyone, it's afraid. Yeah, that's the bankers. That's the government, or not even the government. The government is just like, what would you like, bankers? What would you like us to do? Well, send subpoenas out to to all the Hex influencers, and or 7 of them, I guess. I guess that's how many people got them. So not all of us. Donald Trump, yeah, Donald Pump, okay. Bulldor, yeah. Hex isn't a security. Hex is secure, never hacked, immutable, no inflation bugs. True. We are going to make it, folks. I am buying another round today, splitting it into 5. That is the DCA is the way. Get rich or die buying. Goodbye, Hexo and everyone. I'll see you later, Hexbula. Hopefully you are. Great stream, Hex. Thanks. Maybe we'll see a cycle where retail realizes how easy it is to create tokens and finally starts to buy valuable tokens. Well, that's why I try to show you guys how stupid it is to buy some of these meme tokens, because how easy it is. When somebody calls themselves a builder and then they go, you can't really attack us because I'm a builder, so don't be attacking me, okay? And then they just do this, and it's like, you spent 2 whole minutes making a coin. You're not a builder, dude. Like, geez. Or, there's plenty of other ways to create ERC tokens or PRC tokens just like this. So, yeah. What? The damn Hex coin doctor takes his license. Yeah. Bro, you definitely are transporting me back on time when we were waiting for the big payday. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Well, so it's not a wasted time to combat stupid. True. Brother, he read that. Yes. Thanks, Hexo. All right, guys. You guys are great. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys are amazing people. Hit the likes. Hit the subscribes. Share it with your friends, family, grandma, Uncle Ted. Do it right now. You guys got to do it. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will hit up Hex Kong. By the way, go subscribe to Little Hexo on Twitter, and you guys can have your name on the picker wheel next